Well, hello and welcome back, everyone. Ruin is going to do a little shopping today, and then he's off to the big nowhere.
Yeah, he's got this crazy idea where he wants to share his experience of being in the big nowhere. I ask you, who would want to share in that?
Well, there could be many people who are intrigued with salvaging in the Aaron Halo. I think this episode
Approaching
is
next
for them.
station. If this is your stop, please prepare to disembark.
Well, hello everybody.
The next shuttle
It's
not
your
full for
boy.
passengers.
It's
The
your
shuttle is
boy.
preparing to
Roan
depart.
came up. I'm gonna do a little shopping, then I'm gonna do a lot of working today. First of all, I'm gonna upgrade.
Passengers.
I'm gonna take my first steps in upgrading Bernadette. I'm gonna make her into a fully and complete stealth salvaging ship. Stealth. That's the name of the game. There's different, there's different upgrade paths to upgrading a vulture. I tried to research all of them, and
Hi, welcome.
I find it confusing. It's doable, but it's confusing. So what I'm in the lookout for here now is, what do we got here? Components on the outside.
Hi.
Yes.
Let me know if there's anything I can
Oh, this is shield generators. Shield generator. Glorica. Midget man. They're a tiny ass generator. I guess they have them for everything, like bikes and cars, vehicles and atlases and stuff like that. You have to have these components.
Hi. Let me know if there's anything I
Yeah, these are power. It's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for quantum drive. My quantum drive is acting funky lately. I'm hoping that when I swap it out.
Thanks for coming
Wait
in.
a minute. I didn't check the kiosk. Let's see. Zephyr. Oop, too many Z's.
Everyone continue to double check and verify the contents of the
There it is.
container. Your help is
Now I'm gonna take that and put it in Bernadette. It operates on a lower emissions. It's not as good as the industrial
Hi.
quantum drive that I have
which party US called this month's
in the ship now. Okay, it doesn't have the range. It doesn't have the fuel consumption. It's too thirsty for words. But low emissions means you don't show. You can use it without making a big scene on the radar or scanners. So that's what I'm gonna put in. This is the first of several upgrades to Bernadette, and this one is her QT drive.
Welcome to the ASOS.
So now you gotta store the girl.
Has been moved to our storage facility.
Now someone said you gotta take out the jump drive, put in the QT drive, and then put the jump drive back in. Or so I heard.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Then you go to the vehicles, select your ship. I gotta get a livery, I guess. That's my jump drive. Now I'm supposed to take this out? Systems. Oh, there's quantum drive there. There's a jump drive here. You would think they'd both be on the same tab, right? Propulsion. Okay, so I unequipped it. Now I'm supposed to put the jump drive in? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't want to mess with this jump drive. So all I need to do is mess that up. Then when I go to Pyro to get my Simmer shields, I won't be able to go. Because you need your jump drive for wormholes. You need QT drive for quantum travel. And you need the hydrogen drive for regular getting around. Yeah, I don't want to keep messing with that. So let me try again. Jump drive. Now look at this. In the Crusader Intrepid, here's what I don't understand. It has 0 available and 2 in use. Mid, right? How do you get 2 of those things in use? Must be something I'm not picking up. Bernadette. Got something. Hold on, gang.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval
I
system.
gotta look at this again.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
Now, I'm not trying to give anyone the impression that I'm skilled at
Please
putting
visit
in
us again.
components, alright? Let me just set that straight here. Listening to me is like listening to your dog. Dogs know everything, or so they think. I'm trying to figure this out as I go along, and as I'm trying to figure it out, I hope you enjoy the journey with me. Now, I didn't actually put this in, did I? Nope. I still got the Goliath quantum drive in. I want the Zephyr quantum drive. Now, that industrial quantum drive is very good. The Goliath is very good. I mean, everything, all of the stock components that I've seen on the Vulture are industrial stock. If you want to move to more racing or stealth or military grade, then you have to change your components. And depending on how much of a certain type of ship you want, you buy components for. If you want them, a tough and ready to rumble, I don't know if you can get them, but if you want a real tough ship, you buy military components. And the more components you replace, the more of a military ship you are building. My plan is pure stealth. But for now, we're going to the Aaron Halo. Oh, I'm kind of low on fuel. One thing, just one thing. I know I'm going back and forth here, but you gotta remember something when you're going out into the Aaron Halo. If you ain't got everything you need, like I'm going here, if you don't have everything you need when you go out into the Aaron Halo, you are screwed. See how much beverage I had? 1. So 3 is a moderate day. You know, not gonna do too much work. But let me tell you, a moderate day is a long day. I'm talking maybe 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours. Will 4 drinks last? I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, in the beginning of these episodes, it says rookie star system. I don't know. Okay, let's fuel up, because I don't like going into the Halo without at least 100 quantum fuel. Because once you get in the Halo, you kind of jump around. You can't fly around because the distances are too great. I'm just gonna warn you now. You ain't going nowhere if you're gonna use hydrogen to get around in the Halo. What you gotta do is you gotta literally do a micro jump.
Quantum fuel is at 100.
That's what I like to hear. You gotta perform a micro jump, and you gotta perform it within the band. Too much, and you're in the space between bands, and that's useless. Too little, and you don't get enough distance on the point in space that you're at, and so you don't change your scanning returns. You know what I'm saying? You're still in the same pond where your fish isn't. You gotta leave for another pond. And if you don't do enough of a jump, you're still in that same pond. Alright, gang. Get ready for a good day in the Halo. Kick up the landing gear. We're not gonna blow out of here.
Landing gear up.
Yeah, this is it. Now I'm climbing up the ladder again, leaving the atmosphere, and I'm gonna look for the quantum marker. Look at the sky, man. It must be close to sunrise. My town, Orison. Don't she cut a perfect shape here? Look at this ship, man. I don't know who designed this thing, but they were really into making ships. What's so interesting off to my right? Gorgeous. Bernadette, you are gorgeous. Oh, Enough of that daydreaming stuff. Now I should be, where am I? Okay, I'm online. Let's get out of here. There's my marker. Here we go. Now, like I said, to use the Aaron Halo, I mean to get to the Aaron Halo, you got to be in orbit around Crusader. So don't think you're gonna, travel up into the atmosphere and then hit micro Arc L2, unless you're on the other side, right? If you're on the wrong side of Arc L2, you're not gonna get there. So always expect, not always, but always expect to have to hit the OM1 marker before jumping to a Lagrange point. And then I shut it down at the appropriate distance from Arc L2, which is, I believe it was 8.2. 12.4. It counts down from 38 to 12.4, then you punch out. You kill the quantum drive. It's not a destination you go to. You just head towards Arc L2, and once you at a certain distance from Arc L2, you kill the drives, and you end up here. The Aaron Halo. Then I press V for scanning mode, and I sit back with a beer, some music, and I start the search. Now, I don't want to give anyone the wrong impression. This is edited for time. I'm chasing those numbers on top of the circle here, on my scanning circle. I guess you can call it an iris. It's at 1870. Now, I know I mentioned this before. What you're looking for are multiples of 2,000, okay? Not near multiples, not almost the multiple, but the multiple of 2,000. That means like odd, strange, crazy numbers you get back on these returns when you send out a ping, and it returns to you. It kind of it can send you some funky numbers back, But if they're not divisible by 2,000, don't bother. Don't waste your time. Or so I was told. This is what I'm told. Will I listen? Probably not. That was 1850. Come on, you scoundrels. Where are you? You're out here somewhere. $17.50. I don't see any unknown. I'm on the widest setting of my piercing. Oh, that's another thing. The lower corner of that circle, there's like a big circle in front of me, almost as if it was ready to go into QT drive. I don't know what the one on the left does. It's always grayed out. The one on the right is a return on a pulse. I keep calling it a pulse. It's a ping. It's 1870, 1750, 1750, 1900. And you just keep pinging and looking. That's all. This is what you do for like 20 minutes. Let me tell you, the far majority of 3,700. There you go. Funky numbers. That's not divisible by 2,000, but it's over 2,000. So you say to yourself, oh, well, 3,700 might be something. Right? Let's see what 3,700 is. Now, some scanning stuff that I picked up. I'm not saying that it's completely right, so take it with a grain of salt. Right now, I'm heading toward these unknowns, these known unknowns, right? They're at 12 and 11 kilometers a piece, and I'm gaining on them. Now I want to see what this 3,700 is. Okay. I'm still using a wide beam. That's why you see unknowns in the far corner of the screen. I can use a narrow beam, but I like to get a little. I'm so close now, I don't even know if I need all those narrow beams. Three 9, 2 9. I don't see anything out there. But these things don't pop up until the last minute, so if you use your zoom, don't expect to see much. There it is. Asteroid M-type out the starboard bow. M-type asteroid. That's what that was. 3,700. Yeah, it looked like the unknown was in front of me, but then suddenly it was on my right hand side. So you gotta watch out for that too. These unknowns can be tricky. Because those markers aren't the exact position. That's what you always gotta remember. I'll explain that further in a minute. Okay. Time for a micro jump. I'm getting slim pickings in this corner of space. That wasn't a micro jump. That was lazy in the street. I just waited too long. It's supposed to be faster, but I didn't overshoot the halo, so all's well that ends well, right? If you don't screw up, it's okay. Now look and see how this unknown has all these sprinkles around it. You notice that? You go to an unknown and there's a whole bunch of sprinkles around it. That's the best I can call it. Maybe marks, stars, dots. I don't know. I call them sprinkles. They're like sprinkles. But those are the actual position of your unknown. That little marker that you see on the top there over the word unknown is not the position. The possible positions are all those sprinkles. So once you get that in mind, that it's anywhere in that big mass of space, that's when you learn to look for unknowns popping in and out, zooming in and out from all directions, kind of. They'll appear over here, over there, over there, over there, but never at that marker. Sometimes they do, so I ain't gonna say lies. Sometimes they do, but all of these are known possible positions of your unknown. Just remember that. You flying at the marker, yes, but don't expect your target to appear at the marker. It can appear at any one of those dots. Now there's no dots, no sprinkles, right? So you say to yourself, well, that's the no position. It's a signal that's coming strong from there, but don't trust it. There you go. Off the starboard bow. A bunch of asteroids in my Unknown is gone from in front of me. Just like that. Like I said, they appear so late in the game. You got to be right on top of them. Then they appear. That means if you're heading towards an unknown marker, right? And you're not there yet, you're probably past it. So just keep your eyes peeled, because just because you're staring at an unknown marker doesn't mean that that's where. Another 3,500, huh? Whoa! Did you see that? Did you see that? 10,000. Multiple of 2,000. That must be something big. 10,000 is a huge return. Oh, that's 1,900 there. Where's my 10,000? I passed it. I ripped right by it. Didn't see anything, didn't I? 7,000. Funky number. Don't trust it. 1870. I lost to 10,000. Oh, there they go. There they go. See, I just knew if I stayed still, and just looked around, I might be able to find it. Let me tell you, you turn your head in this game, you lose things. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of debris. Let me tell you, this isn't common. It's usually 3. Sometimes even 2. But 5 pieces? And large. There's 2 large, 2 mediums, 2 small. Or is that a large? That could be a large. That's a small. No, that's a large. They large look like small if you look at them in the wrong way, you know? If you get the wrong profile, their profile looks exactly the same, a small and a large. Now this I know is a large. Let's creep on up on it. I got some valid material under the scrapers. 73, come on. Come on, 72, 71, 70, 66, 63, 61, 59, 57, 55, 54, I'm getting close. 50. I like to be around 40, 40, 47. I like to be in the 40s. But I'll do 50, 60 sometimes if I'm nervous. I don't want to run into these things, you know. They usually get out the way. Except these big ones, I don't trust them. The smaller ones, you can knock out the way. You can fly right into them. But I still don't want to run into them because I don't know if they do cause damage. I don't want to tell you they don't cause damage because as soon as you have to go home and repair something, you're going to be mad at me. That wrong? I hate them. Yeah, see? With the magic of editing, stripping one of these babies down takes a second. But when you're out here salvaging, if you're not relaxed and comfortable, you're gonna hate salvaging. It's definitely a solo job, you know, it's a solo type of thing. It's a solo type of thing. But you have to be comfortable. You gotta get your easy chair. You gotta get whatever you like to drink. If it's Kool-Aid, if it's Sunny D, or something stronger. You gotta get all your paraphernalia put away and put around you. Arms reach. That's part of my other things. But make yourself comfortable. But I mean, get an easy chair. Don't get the office chair. And just relax. And you find that you'll breeze through one of these with a cinch scraper. A lot of people, they swear by the braid scrapers because they're larger and they collect. You do a job faster. Yeah, you do a job way faster with a braid scraper. I'll guarantee you that. Cinch scrapers are not for everybody. You know, if you find yourself running through space stations and running through cities just to get to the spaceport, the patience that it takes to use a cinch scraper will murder you. Will murder you. But if you're a generally patient person and you realize that a braid scraper is leaving stuff behind, it's fast, it's quick, it's wide, it's a wide beam, so you collect more quicker. If I have a fast job I need to do, the braid scraper is where you go. You only have a few minutes, like if you're doing an illegal salvage or something, or you're out in the open, not like in the Aaron Halo, and you want to get done quick because you think there's someone around, the braid scraper is the way to go. Okay? If you have time and patience, an abundant supply of each, the cinch scraper is the best. You can sit down there and you can eat these things up like they were chiclets. Oh man, I lost the rest of them. Can you believe that? I finished with that one. I looked around and the rest of them are gone. What the heck? 550. I guess I gotta look all over again now. I lose these things easily. I really do. I think I changed the profile. After you eat one up, you change the return. So it's no longer 10,000. So now I don't know what I'm looking for. And I think I'm gonna go take a quick peek at this 5, 6, 10. This unknown right here. I'm up to 3, 4. You still don't see anything. You won't see anything until you're right on top of it. That's what I'm saying. You're looking at this unknown marker, and before you know it, it's sliding past you on your. There you go, right down there on the bottom. It's sliding past me. Still unknown, so they're too far. I bet they were asteroids. If they were debris, they would have showed. Nothing. When are you getting returns? I have it on a narrow. Okay, 1700. I have it on a narrow beam now, so 1850. The asteroid right there. Yeah, a bunch of asteroids. M-type. Is that Q-type? Q-type. The type of asteroids might be important to a miner. I wouldn't know. I'm looking for the scantiest thing out here. I mean, panels are 10 to 1. For every 10 returns that you get, you'll find one of them is a panel. So don't come out here thinking you're gonna just run into panels. We gotta do a little digging around. 3,500. 5,200. 5,250. What's 1,900? Yeah. All these punky numbers. And I lost my 10,000. Oh, that hurts. Oh, I know you noticed that my marker for Arc L2 is still floating around there, right? See it down there? Oh! 8,000. We hit the money. That's a big one. Not as big as the 10. Maybe that is the 10. No, because I walked away from that. I QT'd F out of that. So this is a new return. 2.7. There they go. See how it jumped from in front of me to under me? It was about ready to. They just appeared. It was in front of me, and then they appeared below me. So you gotta watch out for that when you're hunting these things down. That market is not where they're at. It's a presumed location. There they go. I got 2. Looks like there's more out there. It looks like more than 2, right? There's Ermitide, and then there's debris. There could be a third one out there. I see 1 purple and 1 green. Now they turn into 2 greens. I have my scrapers ready. Moving in. Yep. There's 3. Into 3. It might be a 4th. I got 2 debris. I got 3 readings right on these markers here, and then I got a debris marker that has nothing on it. It doesn't have an ID. $120, 105, 91, 82, 75, 60, 60, 64. Okay, easy now. You don't have to jump at this thing, right? Easy. 59, 54, 53, 50. That far enough? I got a lot of yellow on my my distance reader. See, these cinch scrapers, they eat the hell out of everything, man. But it takes time. You're literally melting. You're cooking off this stuff, so it takes time. With an abrade scraper, you'd been done with this by now. You just, but you're only gonna collect 80% of what you're digging out of there. You know, you're only gonna collect that much, and you know it might be 20%. Such a big deal, right? No big deal. I'd rather get the. I'd rather get the ore, what's it, mining composite, whatever, and get out of here. But people like that have lives to live. People with absolutely 0 lives just spend all day doing this. So it depends on what category you're in, not what category scraper you're using. Good. Let's go find some more. Oh, wait. These things are curved. Ooh, there's one right there. Another big one. 2 big ones. And a third medium size means I got a full hole. A full depot coming up. Well, I got one coming up, but I mean, what I got here is a depot. We'll make this a depot and a half with depot and 3/4. Just what I got here in this field alone. As long as I don't lose them. Okay, see that on the top there? It looks like icing on a cake. Yeah, it's icing, all right. And I sit back and relax. Yeah, salvaging is definitely for the loner who's patient. If you're a very patient person, this bug's for you. This bug's for you, Jack. Now, some people, I have to say, they come out here with the tractor beam. Like, if you notice on mine, I have 2 cinch scrapers on my scraper heads. And I have 2 braid scrapers. No, that's the tractor module. I have a tractor module. I don't use the tractor module. I'm going to get 2 braid scrapers. And I'm going to have 2 braids and 2 cinches. I'm going to get rid of this tractor module because I always get into trouble with those things. That tractor beam always messes me up. I see people using them and it looks great. I mean, it looks really good. They don't have to move around a piece of debris. They just take it and rotate it in front of them. But me, I have to ease around structures. I'm about set right there, right? That looks good. Yeah? Get a little closer. 47. 46. Oh, okay. And you notice I'm not in gimbal mode. So to use the scrapers, I have to move my whole ship around. But if I press G for gimbal mode, it'll turn off the thrusters so I won't be moving my ship. And instead, it'll be using the actuator arms on the scrapers, which is great. It's cool. But on a big thing like this, sometimes I like to go across with the ship and just draw lines so I can have a demarcation. And then I switch to gimbal mode, and then I clean up all the little stuff. Goodbye. Yep, swept clean. Now for the upper half. Yeah. Also, salvaging is thirsty work, so be prepared. Like, I only took 3, but I think I'm gonna take more because I'm gonna be out here a while. I'm gonna be out here a while. I don't have a garbage can on the ship, so, which is unfortunately, so I'm stacking all my empties here. Next time I blow up the ship or something, they'll be gone. I guess that's how you can tell how many lives I've. When was the last time I blew up? How many cruisers I have empty on the shelf there? Nah, I gotta tell you. I mean, it's so relaxing to me. This places me in such a mindful state that I'll even drift away watching myself salvaging. My videos probably make people drift away. If you find yourself watching these and you drift away, when I say drift away, I mean your mind just goes on an excursion. Your thoughts run free and you feel like you have nothing in your head, right? That's a state of mindfulness, and I can reach that state just doing this. That's why I love salvaging. It disconnects you from your thoughts. That's a nice clean table. What do you say? Scrape the ball. Now there's a little lip on the reverse side of this that I'm going after now. Yes. That'll do. I think it's a good angle, right? I can get down on the top. I get on the top, I'll go all the way down the side. full. Told you. This field to do the whole job for me. It's like finding a ship, I guess. There's another one right there. Wow, that's a lot. Yeah, I just was checking to make sure I wasn't drifting towards that thing. I felt like I was moving forward for some reason, so I had to take a minute to just look to make sure it was staying there. Make sure it was keeping his happy ass in check. Has everybody else having problems with their multi-tool? I can't seem. I've got a dozen multi-tools that I've either bought or I picked up or doing looting. You know what I'm saying? And I have a dozen tractor attachments, and I can't connect them to anything. They won't go together, no matter what I do. Just wondering if anybody else is having a problem like that. That's annoying. You don't know if it's in the attachments. You don't know if it's in the true hold gun. You don't know where it is. So I got one tractor beam handheld that works. My black cherry. I can't lose this black cherry or I'm done. I'm toast. I mean, I have a tractor rifle. What do you call it? A max lift. There you go. Now we got 13. Magic of editing. 6 and 6 using the walkway, and 1 makes 13. So I'm gonna use this space next, and I can put 8 in that space. I can put 8. Other people I heard can put 11. So they're I guess you can call it their salvaging cadence is 13 to fill the hopper, empty it into the back, 8 to put in the back to fill it completely, and then 13 again in the hopper, so that when you go to where you're going to sell it, you can print out those boxes there. Gives you about 35, 36 boxes. Unless you can do 11. I don't know. Some people's cadence is 13, 11, 13. Mine is 13, 8, 13. That's the best I can do. Now, if I had an A2 or something like that, one of those Hercules, you can just sit out here and just crank out boxes to your heart's content. Look like a pancake. Get rid of the pancake. Goodbye. Alright. See now to my right, off the starboard, there's another panel. I worked on that panel, see. I did the other side. I left it to come here. I did that side, and then I did this side on this one, and now I'm going to go back to do that side on that one. That way I don't lose them. And if I do, I got a piece of them all. You know, I'll be honest, with these panels, the distance varies. You know, one thing is the rule of thumb that I've heard: the closer you are, the better it is. The faster you get. Even with a cinch pair of scrapers, if you're real close, you can knock the job out. The closer you are, the further you are, the smaller you make the beams. So you cover less ground that way. So you want to get up close. The bar, to see those circles on the left and right side, there's a bar outside that, like a half crescent on both sides. In there you got a red and then a yellow field, right? A red and a yellow gauge. The yellow gauge tells you how far you are. If you get close to the optimum range, it'll turn green, I think. When you fill it up, like you get close enough, that yellow will go to the end and it'll start turning green, which means you're in the optimum range. I don't like the optimum range because I don't trust my Bernadette to sit her ass still. I keep thinking she's floating into things. So until I can break that feeling, the closest I'll ever get is about 40 something that I see, or 40 something. That's good enough for me. Like I said, I'm not out here to hurry. I'm out here in the big nothing to do nothing. And this is welcome to my world. The big nothing. The Aaron Halo. And I found another one. These are what I call smalls. What's this one? Oh, I think this is the one I just did. I just did a 360. Yeah, this is done. I can see the patchwork on the top. Let me see on the side. Yeah, patchwork on the side. Patchwork on the bottom. So this is finished. That's finito. Let's go for that little one. That's easy. I'll smoke through that in a second. Let's see if I don't lose it. That it? That's it. That's it. That's the ticket. It ain't gonna give me much, but a lot of people ignore them, but who knows when I'm gonna find another field like this, so I'm taking. Wow, that piece sent me into a state of zen, man. I don't know if it's the beer or if it's the work, but I'm in a happy place right now. I think this field is toast. I gotta start looking for another one. Is that one? yeah. I got a little bit here. Nice. All cleaned up. One last one to go. One last one to go. Yeah, this is a medium. You can get like 2-3 crates out of this. The other one, you probably can barely get one. Smalls, it's kind of like a waste of time, but I just do them because I have nothing but time to kill. I act like I'm gonna live forever, right? Well, I got time to kill. Well, I guess it calls into question what you would call a waste of time. And this, to me, definitely not a waste of time. Well, with this one, I think I'm going to start looking around for another one. It's going to be another long day, so I'm not stopping here, but I'm going to end here. Just got this little piece to do here. Okay, now that's pretty. Now, to change roles into scanning and start looking for another field, and that's what you do. Although, realize that I've been editing this heavily, so the time is compressed. It's compressed. You will not get results like this with an hour's worth of work. Maybe an hour and a half. Maybe an hour and 45 minutes. Maybe 2 hours.
Okay, sports fans. Ruin is not going anywhere, but we're going to end this episode here. He has a long day ahead of him of scanning and salvaging still to go.
And once again, thank you so much for watching, commenting, and if you really like the channel, please subscribe. And although we are stopping right here, we hope to see you in the next episode. So for now, we'll see you on the flip-flop in the black.